Hi, everybody. Welcome to NFL Primetime, week number 7, getting toward the end of October. We still got undefeated teams. I don't know if we're undefeated, but I'm Chris Berman. That's Booger McFarland. We got a good record, though, going.
Absolutely. We're almost to Halloween, and I feel the holiday spirit coming a little bit.
Yeah, it is. You feel the cold coming. We're going to have the snow game. And we also had a battle of undefeateds. And isn't that nice? And, of course, they're the last 2 undefeated teams in the AFC. Pittsburgh Steelers, Tennessee Titans, both at 5-0, both winning, well, a little bit different way. Pittsburgh's won most of their games at home. Now they go on the road. Tennessee had come from behind late a lot. But guess what? If you get out of this game undefeated, and your chances of going to the big game become, I won't bore you with the math. I'm trying to spit it out and go to the Music City. That's what we're trying to do here at NFL Primetime. I had some math numbers. You don't want to hear it because 5-0 Pittsburgh and Big Ben and 5-0 Tennessee. And, hey, there were fans in there.
A few.
Halloween. We mentioned Halloween. Look at Big Ben early. The little flip to Eric Ebron. Now, how about this play?
You love the improvisational plays, a nice little right-handed, almost like a little flip shot there.
Very nice. Big Ben, Jeffrey Simmons, how's it going? Big Ben. Deontay Johnson, that's between Tennessee defenders, a 9-minute, 16-play drive. How are you doing?
Way to make a statement, open the game, and the Steelers did that, Boom.
You know who made a statement? T.J. Watt. In the backfield several times, stopping Derrick Henry in his tracks. Then, watch this. Brett Kern will punt it. And Ray, he get off of McLeod. One missed tackle early. He could go just about all of the way. Amani Hooker stops him inside the 20.
Tampa's finest. Mike Tomlin said he needed more touches. He got them today.
Well, Big Ben, Deontay Johnson, nice spin move in the end zone. Steelers have a big lead in Tennessee. They're doing everything right, 24-7. Now it's 27-7 third quarter. Ryan Tannehill says, we got to come back. And guess who? The fastest guy, A.J. Brown to the house.
Steelers linebacker didn't drop deep enough. Safety took a bad angle, and that man with a house call.
Well, 27-14, still Pittsburgh with a 2-touchdown lead. Now 27-17, first and goal, Titans at the 1. They did a great job on Henry most of the game, had a couple of long runs. You can't stop that.
Not all day long. You just felt like he was gaining momentum in the second half.
27-24. Now, Pittsburgh gets the ball with 10-13 to go. What do? 3rd and 7. Make a first down. Big Ben to Smith-Schuster. What do? Now we're 4 minutes. On another 3rd and 6, they made 4 third down completions on this drive to move the chains and keep the clock going. Then, 3rd and 12, there was a penalty. Big Ben, it picked off by Amani Hooker. They took a lot of time off the clock, but there's still some left.
Bad throw by Ben. He had a man open underneath. He tried to force it deep. He got greedy, and Tennessee burned him.
Took it from 10-13 to 2:35, but Tennessee has a chance. Now we're down to $1.05 to go. Ryan Tannehill. Oh, it's A.J. Brown between defenders. Titans are in field goal range, but it ends up being a long one, 46 yards, but he's made a million of them. Stephen Gostkowski to put it into overtime. For 46, it's up. It is. Ooh, the power fade.
Yeah,
the power fade.
The wind blowing from west to east blew it out of there, Boom.
Power fade. No. Stephen goes, man, I had this corrected. I didn't do that. Look at Ben. He missed it. Whoa. Look at Tannehill. This was a really good ball game. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, the only other time they were 6-0 was when they started 7-0, 1978. Yes, Chuck Noll's Steelers. That was Super Bowl 13. They won it, beating the Dallas Cowboys that 35-31 game. Big Ben, you see those numbers. The big thing in this game, Pittsburgh chewed up a ton of clock, almost 37 minutes, that helped them win the game.
What a fight, Tutu! Oh, what a fight! What a fight! Burn!
We talked about it all week, 5-star matchup. Coming in here, we knew the Titans were going to be a tough game.
What do you see from Ben right now?
Ben's being Ben, you know. This is the old Ben. This is, Super Bowl Ben. That's what I call him. Making plays, doing what he does, and makes our job easier.
And to come here to an AFC team that's undefeated as well and play them, it feels really good. But throw the we know what's coming up next week. We can throw the records and all the other stuff out the window because we've got a team coming off a bye that's one of the best in football.
Well, Ben, talking about next week, but that's Pittsburgh at Baltimore. What a surprise once again. Those two games that they play each other are going to be great. But let's go to this one. Pittsburgh, look, they almost went to overtime. I get it.
Yeah.
But they won the game in several different ways in my eyes.
Well, if you think about the first two drives of the game for Pittsburgh and then the last drive, it was a 9-minute, 15-second drive to open the game and another 8-minute drive to end the game. And I like what Ben Roethlisberger did. Normally, Ben is back there. He's eluding. He's trying to make the big play. Today, he was very efficient. A lot of 6, 7, 8, 9-yard passes. You talk about the ball control, the time of possession. And the defense did just enough to stop Tennessee's offense, especially early in the game against Derrick Henry. Complete team effort. I think Pittsburgh is the most complete team in the NFL. They didn't necessarily play like it late in the second half. They let Tennessee back in the game. But overall, I think they're very, very good.
Well, you look at what they do. You mean that the time-consuming drive,
Yes.
and if they had one more, maybe even field goal, Henry would have been almost out of the game.
Yes.
He had a couple of good runs, but they held him, to 75 yards.
Yes.
They did a heck of a job, and they got a special teams play complete.
Complete, and even Tennessee earned my respect in a loss because they kept fighting. They embody what their head coach exudes in Mike Vrabel.
Very good.
Very physical, very gritty team, never going to give up.
Well, and the fact that because there were some folks who said you can't run anymore. No. We still have Derrick Henry. They kept that personality and allowed them to get back. Really good football game. Green Bay Packers lost big time a week ago to Tampa Bay. So do you think they were going to take it out in Houston on the Texans who have won only once? If your answer was yes, you win. 3rd and 1 from the 16. Aaron Rodgers. Oh, I have Devontae Adams. Why don't I find him a few times today?
Theme of the day, Adams running away from Texans defenders.
3rd and goal. Yep. Adams touchdown, 7-0 Pack. They would not look back. Now, how's that?
That's good.
28 yards. I mean, we appreciate each other. Look at this.
But I appreciate the route. He gave his quarterback enough room on the sideline to drop it in there, and Aaron Rodgers is one of the best in the business.
Same drive, now first play, second quarter. Rodgers, there's a fake. You know what? I got the ball, and you're never going to guess who I'm going to. It's Adams. The Adams family, 36 yards. Dun-dun-dun-dun. They're in rhythm. And just if you think we don't have anyone else, Jace Sternberger. That's right. That's a touchdown. And, it's 14. JJ wants it. I know they made playoffs a lot early.
Yeah.
He's wondering, is this Mike Trout? Am I really a good player? And we're not going to have much chance. Meanwhile, Rodgers, Adams, 16 yards on the screen. Then, as if the Houston defense hadn't sprung Malik, it's Malik Taylor, touchdown.
Nice play fake by Rodgers, getting his flips hip and making a nice little throw there. That's a tough athletic play, but not for Aaron Rodgers.
21-0 Green Bay. Now, Rodgers goes, I'm finding you everywhere but in the end zone. It's your turn. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Here it is, plenty of time, and I think he's open. 45-yard touchdown, Rodgers to Adams. Take a look, it's poetry.
But notice how he got open, Boone. The release. It's supposed to be press coverage. The DB doesn't even get a hand on him. That's an amazing release by a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL.
13 for 196. J.J. Watt, look, they're putting in the effort for Romeo. But in the end, they weren't close. And that's why Green Bay is a 5-1 team and Houston is a 1-6 team. Rodgers with 4 touchdown passes, they win it 35-20. Staying in the division, look, Detroit's losses, I will say this, are the teams with good records. So could they get a win against Atlanta? Because this just in, neither team has a good record. Not a fan of those gray only, whatever it is, Lion uniforms. But I guess A.J. Terrell was because he sacked Matthew Stafford, although there was a flag rough in the pass.
Yeah, I disagree with that. He turned his head to the side. To me, that's a textbook tackle. How do you rough the quarterback when he's running the ball?
So it moves it up to the 4, and DeAndre Swift goes swiftly into the end zone. It's 7-0 Detroit. Watch this. Footsie. Foot. What? Falcons say, wait a minute. Radio Raheem Morris, the coach, challenge. What do you mean you call it incomplete after all this? What? We caught it. And they did, by the way.
Just a nice play concentrating there by the tight end, Hurst.
And Hurst catches it. The call reversed. Atlanta ball, 7-7 game. Ryan to Ridley. He's wide open, believe it or not. And it's 14-10 at the half, Atlanta. 5.5 to go in the game. 14-13 Atlanta. Romeo Okwara. He acquires the football. Bubble! Trey Flowers has it. Setting up a field goal by Matt Prater. Lions lead 16-14. $1:37 to go in the game. Ryan to Russell Gage to 16 yards. Move it down to the 21-yard line. Detroit, remember, has no timeouts. So Todd Gurley knows I got to not go in. Yeah, but you know what? He was hit.
Yeah, he was hit, and his momentum is taking him through. He knows at that point right there he's got to stop. But that's counterintuitive to everything you're taught as a football player.
Yeah, no, I'm good there. And they get a 2-point conversion, 22-16. No timeouts, remember, 57 seconds. Tick, 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 tick. Stafford, T.J. Hockenson, get out. Get out. Get out. He can't get out. Hurry up. Stafford, 34 seconds to go. Slings it to Danny Amendola, 22 yards. Tick, 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 tick. We're going to spike it. They did. Now 19 to go. Stafford. Happy Galladay. Kenny Galladay, 29, but can they get up this by 11? 10. Tick, 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 tick. Whoa. They do. They stop it. And then the final play, he escapes. Stafford, Hockenson, 11-yard touchdown, 22 all but. That's a blank stare from the Atlanta owner. There's an unsportsmanlike penalty on Detroit. So this extra point to win is 47 yards. Let us pray. It's good. And the Lions have a 2-game winning streak, first time since early last year.
When the Falcons defense watches this tape, especially in their last play, their defensive line let Matthew Stafford out of the pocket. He bought some time. It's impossible for their zone defenders to cover that long.
Well, Matthew Stafford, tell you what, he went, whoa, we won it.
We're up against the clock as good as you can be. And guys made plays. I love doing that. I mean, that's my favorite part about playing the game. I love this game. I love competing, and there's no more competitive, pressure-packed situation than, whatever it was, first and goal from the 9-yard line with no time left. I mean, that's what you live for as a quarterback.
That's why we love him. You like that finish? This was back and forth all day. The Battle of Ohio. Second time that Joe Burrow will face off against Baker Mayfield. Heisman's Ohio quarterback. Cleveland won a close game to start the season. Mayfield didn't complete any of his first 5 passes. This one picked up by Darius Phillips. Odell Beckham trying to come back and help with the tackle, and he gets hurt right there. He would not return. Tomorrow.
You hate to see your most explosive offensive player get hurt on a play where he's trying to make a tackle where your quarterback throws an INT, but that's just the luck of the Browns.
So he's gone. We'll know more on Monday. Meanwhile, Joe Burrow sneaking for a touchdown, and the Bengals at home lead it 7-0. Now, fourth quarter, wild. 3rd and 4. Mayfield, we said he didn't complete any of his first 5. He completed almost every pass after that. This one to Rashard Higgins, 21 yards. A few plays later, they're down to the 16. Mayfield, too. David Njoku. Is that a costume for Halloween? Njoku, Riddler, the Penguin? I'm just asking. 24-20 Cleveland. I had to. Burrow. 1st and 10 on 40. Oh, Terrence Mitchell had it.
Oh, slipper, and the ball's not even wet. He's got to make that catch there. Burrow would love to have that one back, Boom.
Well, but Burrow gets it back. And guess what? T. Higgins. Spinning, scoring, Bengals 27-24. Under 8 minutes ago, we told you it's a really fun fourth quarter. Jarvis Landry, the port cider.
You got to remember, Jarvis Landry's left-handed. That play is always going to be run where he can throw it, and what a nice throw.
Yeah, they had nothing there. He made it to Donovan Peoples-Jones for 19 yards. Kareem Hunt with the swing from Baker Mayfield. Browns lead 31-27. Just before the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 11, Burrow. Quarterback draw. Look at the Bayou Bengal run it.
I've seen
Ohio
that play before.
Boy. Yes, you have. You smiled every one of them. Now, $1.09 to go in the game. Burrow, 4th and inches. They're going to throw it. Remember Gio Bernard when they used to make the playoffs? Bengals lead 34-31.
Great play design by Zach Taylor. The motion and allowed Gio Bernard to run to the corner. Great throw by Burrow.
40 seconds to go. Can the Bengals close it down? Well, Mayfield. Nice to Rashard Higgins, 30 yards. 16 seconds to go. Browns at the 24. Mayfield. Oh, if you're a Cincinnati fan, he's an enemy of the People's Jones. But if you're Cleveland, oh, Darius Phillips, oh, through his arms.
An unbelievable throw, though, by Baker Mayfield. After the interception, Baker Mayfield may have had his best game of the season. Boom. He was pinpoint accurate with all the throws.
I think he had one incompletion after that, but you point out Booger, he was 22 of 28 for 297. Oh, by the way, 5 touchdown passes. Burrow threw for 406. Yeah, the Bengals 1-5-1. They're a lot better than that. They're on the come. The Browns sweep them, and so Cleveland is now 5-2. Look, let's start with the Browns, and we'll have to find out what's up with Beckham. The Browns came back after last week. They went into Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh said, "No, you're not ready." Like
Yes.
Baltimore said, "You're not ready." But you keep winning these games like this, maybe they'll be ready later on.
And it was good to see them win the games that they're supposed to win and see their young quarterback continue to mature. He threw a pick early, and it could have been easy for everyone, especially him, to get down on himself. But he didn't. Baker Mayfield kept playing, and after that interception, had what I thought was his best game. Now, they're going to miss Odell Beckham if he's out for any period of time. But the running game, and if your young quarterback can play this way, now what they have to do is be ready to go against the upper echelon teams. They got embarrassed against Baltimore and Pittsburgh. The next time they face one of the upper echelon teams in this league, they got to be ready. But it's a good win for Cleveland.
They play the Raiders next week. Cincinnati, they're fun to watch, even though their record, if you picked up the pay and 1-5, the Bengals. No. They're on their way. It's just, it's a little, it's a long train ride.
It's coming, but here's what they can take a lot of solace in. They understand who their young quarterback is going to be. Joe Burrow is a stud. Now you just got to put the pieces and the weapons around him. Is A.J. Green going to be a part of that? You got your left tackle, Jonah Williams. They got some pieces, but make no mistake about it, Joe Burrow is the future, and they love that.
They score with a minute to go. They couldn't hold, but they'll win games like this.
They'll get there.
Yeah, they will get there. All right, where are we? Panthers, Saints. This is a sneaky good game because Teddy Bridgewater, I don't say resurrected, but remember behind Drew Brees last year, and there's Joe Brady. Everybody in that quarterback room last year, a lot of respect for these rivals in the same division. How about Teddy spinning Chris Samuel?
How good was that?
How good is that? He just wins. He makes plays. Panthers kick a field goal on it. But they're down 14-3 until Bridgewater says, DJ Moore, you're spinning the tunes.
And it's the Achilles heel of the New Orleans Saints defense. They give up more big plays in the passing game than anyone in the National Football League.
Now it's 14-10. Brian Burns going to rush Drew Brees. Oh, my goodness, it's a fumble. Marquise Haynes recovers, and Teddy and the Panthers are in business. And this time, DJ Moore, shifty.
And nice awareness about Moore not going out of bounds, cutting it inside, getting a touchdown.
17-14, now Carolina in the lead. Brees, Jared Cook makes a miss, makes another miss, dives. Now, 24 seconds to go. Brees. And he can do it receiving and running. Alvin Candide Kamara. It's a first down, 17 yards. Now, this is important to know. It's second and goal, but there's 5 seconds left. And Brees going to throw it. I think there's nobody better in the last 2 minutes of a half, either half, than Drew Brees and the Saints, 21-17.
Great job by Deontay Harris running a little pivot route and pinpoint accuracy by Brees.
24-17 now. Bridgewater to Robbie Anderson. Coach Rule had him at Temple. They're reunited, and it feels so good, and there's a flag. Then Samuel, handoff, touchdown. Yeah, we're dancing, 24-all. Good game.
Joe Brady, one of the most underrated hires this offseason. Very good job as the OC for Carolina.
Now the Saints on the move, 3rd and 7. Carolina defense stiffening. Brees. Kamara makes the turn on the first down. Now 3rd and 13. Remember, no Thomas, no Emmanuel Sanders, but look, it's Drew Brees, it's the Saints we throw, and it's Marquez Callaway, I should say, short of the first down. He limped off the field. Saints kick a field goal. They lead 27-24. Bridgewater. Look out, Teddy. Couldn't avoid that. It's a sack.
The Saints come up with opportunistic plays from Dennis Allen's defense and getting Bridgewater on the ground.
And that sack meant that Joey Sly's going to try a 65-yard field goal. Is it long enough? Oh, man, that was really close. That was a heck of an effort. That's 65 yards that he just missed the crossbar.
It would have been good from 63.
Oh. Sly and the Family Stone. We had DJ Moore, we had Sly and the Family Stone. They couldn't quite play the hits on that one. Everyday people. The Saints, they're the team that goes to 4-2. And Carolina, you know, they played some good ball, but they've lost a couple in a row. They fall to 3-4. Staying in the NFC South. Bucs, huge win last week, Green Bay. This is the Chucky Bowl. He coached everybody in this game, right? He even coached you.
Yes.
So you know he's a survivor. Derek Carr, Nelson Aguilar in Vegas, 28 yards. Carr, time. Aguilar, nice. Touchdown, 7-0.
It was a Tampa day. Ray McLeod early, now Tampa's finest, Nelson Aguilar. Nice catch in a resurrection season for young Nelson.
Yeah, but the biggest Tampa day was the Bucs. Tom Brady. Wait a minute. You know, I hit Gronk last week for a touchdown. Gronk, a fumble get. He comes from the bench. Yeah, he's able to recover it. The Bucs driving. Brady. He does this. He still does this from the 2.
Nobody does this. He sees a soft spot in the defensive line and just gooses the center and sneaks it in.
We're 7-all. Now it's 10-7. Bucs are down, but not for long. Gronk, 92nd time these two have poked up.
Anytime Gronk is on the single receiver side by itself down by the goal line, Brady is going to him. 50-50 ball, really it's not. It's more like an 80-20 ball because Gronk is going to win it most of the time.
92, same number as Steve Young to Jerry Rice, the second most ever total quarterback receiver. Meanwhile, Brady says, Scotty Miller, you can get on the list. There. How nice was that play?
Great throw, great catch. Scotty Miller might be a little motivated by the Bucs' newest receiver, Antonio Brown.
Well, they're just going to do the Chiefs route, right? More weapons, more weapons. 21-10 Buccaneers. Carr says, wait a minute, though. I'm playing pretty darn good football, Derek has. And I got Aguilar, and I got him open. Hauls it in, Aguilar, 100-yard day and a touchdown. 2 plays later, Carr to Darren Waller, the tight end. It's a 24-17 game. Would the Raiders come back? Bucs quickly said, we're closing the door. Brady, do you think he has time? I said, do you think he has time? Do you think he has Chris Godwin touchdown?
Really nice job by Godwin. It's a scramble play. Brady's buying time, and Godwin came open.
31-20. Now, Carr was, I believe, only second pick of the day. It's a tip. Antoine Winfield Jr. in the mix again, right, Boog?
Always making plays. This rookie is going to be dynamic, always around the ball, one of the best rookies drafted this season.
And then they celebrate. Ronald Jones is more celebrating. Tahiri is flipping again. So what you boil down to is a competitive game. All of a sudden, it's a 45-20 final. I mean, that's the mark of a really good team, and John Gruden knows that, and he played against Tom Brady many times. The Bucs with the slapping around of the pack last week, and then they beat the Raiders by 25. They're 5-2. The Raiders fall to 3-3. Best start through 7 games, Bucs, since 2010, and Tom threw for 4 touchdowns and had a rushing touchdown. And by the way, we showed the tip by Winfield. They got a pretty good defense too.
I think the defense is the best part of the team.
Okay.
We're all going to talk about the weapons, and they add Antonio Brown to Godwin and Evans and Brayton, Scotty Miller, but their defense has allowed their offense to get up to speed. And right now, what you're seeing, Boom, is Tom Brady is starting to figure this thing out with Bruce Arians and Byron Leftwich. Oh, you like this? No, you like that? Okay, I like this. Let's put it all together. And the defense gave them time to get to this point. And Todd Bowles, he should be a head coach again. One of the most underrated defensive coordinators in football, is doing an outstanding job. This team, Boom, is built to win the Super Bowl this season. And I think adding Brown, you can tell what the people in Tampa are trying to do. They're stockpiling weapons, knowing that their defense is really, really good.
Well, and they see the Saints are very good. I mean, we're a long way away from handicapping exactly that's going to come up, but Tampa with a full head of steam is a good-looking football
Absolutely.
team. Next Monday night, we got them against the Giants. You never know. Speaking of teams in New York, guess what? The Buffalo Bills, after 2 losses against 2 really good teams, Sean McDermott's squad figuring, all right, we're playing the Jets, beat them opening day. But the Bills had their hands full. Jets defense played really well. Darrell Basham forces Josh Allen fumble. John Franklin Myers, Jets Jets ball.
Nice job by, look at him doing the Pee Wee Herman, Boom. Nice job by Basham getting the ball.
Now, LaMichael P. Ryan the royalty from Rose Hill from Florida. How about that? The Jets lead. Did you hear me? The Jets lead 10-0. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, Dane Jackson makes a pick with the Jets up 10-3. Only the second game all year they've had a lead at any point. The other was the Denver game. 10-9 Jets, third quarter. Josh Allen to the youngster Zach Moss, 17 yards. Now 2nd and 4. Allen. Times, plenty of time to throw. Other times the Jets pressured him a lot. That's Gabe Davis. But the Bills could never get in the end zone. Their rookie kicker, Tyler Bass, had 6 field goals. That's his 4th. They lead 12-10. Bills, their own 42. Allen, and you know the Meadowlands turf, it got another one. Yeah. Tyler Croft. I mean, it was a great play, but
the turf must have jumped up. He would have loved to have that one. Get your name in the paper, son. Score a touchdown.
Well, guess what? They kicked the field goal, 15-10. Under 5 to go, same score. Allen, Cole Beasley, he's a really good player.
Without a doubt, and he helps them so much, especially Josh Allen in the underneath passing game.
The rookie from Georgia Southern, Tyler Bass, bass fishing in the Hudson. I know you can do it in Lake Erie. I don't know, in Lake Ontario, but the Hudson, I guess so. It's another field goal, it's 18-10. And the Jets, oh, it's tipped. And the veteran, the long in the tooth, but still a force, 55. Yeah, you know him, Jerry Hughes.
Just great awareness, balls in the air. As a defensive lineman, we love to get our hands on the ball. Nice job by Jerry there.
Beasley had 11 catches. That's a career high. Look, Bills, they didn't get in the end zone. The Bass, was 6 of 8 on field goals. The Jets, I want to give them credit. They played much, much better football. Much better football. It's professional football. And Buffalo, I think, has got that huge playbook they've been operating under, maybe shorten it just a little bit. That's my feel.
Well, just a little bit. A win is a win. We know that. But Buffalo, their offense has got to be more explosive. It's too methodical right now. They got to get the ball down the field.
Yeah, they were so successful with all sorts of stuff. Just bring it in just a tap. But a win is a win is a win. The Bills are 5-2 and the Jets try, but they're 0-7. Hey, 2 teams that need a win. Well, San Francisco got it last week against the Rams. Now, could Jimmy Garoppolo come back to Foxborough from whence he came, Bill Belichick, and the Patriots are 2-3. So how did this one go? Well, Garoppolo avoids Adam Butler's tackle, and then another one, first down. Jimmy, he was looking forward to this.
Ankle looks good right there, Boom.
Yeah, it does. He was looking forward to coming back home, as he called it. He also looked forward to throwing at George Kittle. Right? He said it was tight end day. He leads the parade.
The best tight end in football, most complete tight end. Nice route, got open. Garoppolo hit it.
I can watch him and Kelsey all day. And that's Jeff Wilson Jr. Touchdown. Kittle says that's what we do. We like to move the ball methodically. We can pound it with anybody, and it's 7-0. Cam Newton, again, struggled. Big time. Oh, Fred Warner's all over the field, 54.
Just a sideline to sideline linebacker. But Cam just looked a little off. Kind of got the yips on a couple passes. Just short arming some passes.
Third game in a row, really. I understand what was in the middle of it. And that, well, there's a short arm. Demir Bird, forget it. 3-and-out Patriots. Now next drive, Wilson. Bounces outside. 16 yards. The Patriots, a lot of young players on D. They're in trouble. 23-3.
Outstanding blocking by the 49ers offensive line on the zone play.
Newton fires. But double coverage. Emmanuel Mosley picks it off. Another mistake going into the half. They could only watch. Their former player, Jimmy Garoppolo. You know, they like to run it. But what does Kittle call it? Their guys, the Yak brothers, right? Well, that wasn't that many for Brandon Ayuk on that play, but they can do it. Certainly Deebo Samuel does that. Garoppolo, Wilson, the toss, and the touch. It's like he's injured on the play. Looks like, he is. We'll have to get more on that on Monday. Carted up, but it's 30-6 in Foxborough. Newton looking for Julian Edelman. Tip off of Julian's hand. Jamar Taylor has it. Julian, the competitor. Up, Cam. Julian. Newton benched. Garrett Stidham comes in, but unfortunately for New England, the coach is trying to say there'll be better days.
Yeah, that will be.
Well, we've elongated this. Stardom, Stidham. Yeah, picked up by Jamar. This was a bashing by the 49ers.
Everything that could go wrong for the Patriots went wrong. Cam was absolutely awful. Stidham came in. He wasn't much better. You just wonder where they're going to go in New England right now. How are they going to manufacture points? Because the quarterback you thought you was going to build the offense around in Cam Newton, he doesn't look healthy, nor does he look confident in the offense.
Yeah, and they're playing with a lot of new folks, and this is people are not used to seeing the Patriots at 2-4. Could be before Tom was a starter. Could be like 2000. I don't know, and we're only in October. But Coach Belichick has, he knows what he just saw.
You know, didn't do anything tonight really to be competitive. They were clearly outcoached, outplayed, just out everything.
Bill, do you plan on having Cam Newton as your quarterback going forward?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it was a cool week. Just a lot of emotions, a lot of memories, especially coming back here, seeing the same stadium, hearing the same songs that they used to play. It was a lot of memories came back, and it was a lot of emotions out there, but it was a fun night.
You got the $1 million smile or whatever it is,
right.
Jimmy, and he looked forward to. So Cam, fewest passing yards in any start in his career with 98. 27-point loss at home. Biggest ever for the Patriots in a home game under Bill Belichick. Now, it's one game. They play at the Bills next week. So to say whatever they have, they better bring it next week, right?
Well, and you just heard Bill say that Cam Newton is going to be the starter. I don't know where else they can go. We saw Stidham and Hoyer against the Chiefs. That didn't look much better. And my concern is this, is when you see Cam Newton, there's no confidence. It almost looks as if he's got the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's trying to make every play and do everything, and he just can't do it. And he was playing tight today. He was bouncing balls, short-arming balls. Is there something wrong with the shoulder? They say it's not. We don't know. But Cam Newton isn't playing to that level. We understand all the opt-outs, Chung and Hightower on defense, a lot of young guys on defense. For the first time ever, when I watched Bill Belichick, it almost felt like he was defeated. I almost felt like Bill Belichick just felt, you know what? I don't have enough weapons to get it done. We're scheming and we're coaching and we're trying to do everything we can, but we don't have enough bullets in our gun to shoot right now. It's the first time I've ever watched him and felt that feeling.
You know, it's funny. While you were speaking there, I was thinking there's no part of the game, we're saying the same thing, with authority.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, they can win.
Yes.
And they're going to do fundamental, better than a lot of teams, but nothing with authority. You want a team with authority? How about the Kansas City Chiefs?
A lot of authority.
By the way, we're still in October, but it's never too early in the Rockies to have snow where the Chiefs were playing Denver. Funny, Patrick Mahomes, Texas, his first time ever in the snow at all, football or not, was last year in a Denver game. I asked him about it late in the year, last year. Your first real snow game. I saw you throwing snowballs before the game, sliding around. Was that fun?
It was awesome. Have the snow like that, being from Texas, probably the most snow I've ever seen.
If I can spend it anything, spend this anything. I spend this anything.
I think I'm a snow game guy. I don't know why. I like it. Everything's super slow, and I'm just out here just standing straight in the pocket, just boop, boop.
The Rockies, it can be really nice, and then a couple days later, wind chill, lower to single digits, and here come the Chiefs. Could the snow and the Broncos slow them down? Well, Patrick Mahomes, the answer, no. Nicole Hardman with a great catch. How about this?
What about the throw, though? Torquing his body.
Oh.
Great throw, great catch. This is what they do every week, Boom.
Well, the Chiefs are down at the 11. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's hilarious when you have him, and it's a 7-0 lead.
26 behind him now. Running a little tougher, looks like.
Well, he ran I wouldn't. Well, they just have more weapons on the ground now. But that's Drew Lock to Tim Patrick. Hey, look, Denver won at New England last week. They played some good ball. And Lock's going to keep it and run it in. And they missed the extra point. Boy, McManus made 6 field goals last week, but it's 7-6. Now, who's around the ball all the time? It's Daniel Sorensen. He picks it, and he's gone. 50 yards. Chiefs, they lead 17-6.
What a play by Sorensen, reading the quarterback, stepped in front of the throw. We call that a house call, boom.
That was a house call. Now 17-9, and 2 yards deep in the end zone, Byron Pringle. Oh! Potato chips for everybody. And with snow on the field, of course, Byron Chris Pringle is going to have a touchdown. 102 yards, 24-9 Chiefs.
As if they need any more ways to score.
Right. Well, you know what? Leave no stone unturned. Oh, the Broncos tried a little dipsy doodle, but Locke can't get it from Melvin Gordon. Frank Clark on it for the Chiefs.
Sometimes when you're trying to fool the other team, boom, you know who you fool? Yourself.
Well, yeah. You're trying to make something happen. Now they're down 30-9, and it's the same thing. Locke trying off the hands of Hamler, the Honey Badger with a pick. Well, you're liking this, Ross.
I mean, the Honey Badger, he takes what he wants.
Yeah, he does. Now the ball was there. Honey Badger, right there.
Ball was behind him, but Tyrann Mathieu is always around the boom, and that's indicative of a great player, boom.
Locke heard a little bit later in the game. Mahomes, meanwhile, Tyreek, the Roadrunner. Even in snow, the Roadrunner. Meep. And the Chiefs, they've now beaten Denver 10 straight times. Mahomes, 30-8 in his regular season games, 43-16. The only streak longer in Chiefs history, AFL, which I lived in the 60s, Hank Stram and those Chiefs beat Denver 13 straight times. So Kansas City with a stranglehold on they lost to the Raiders this year. But
yes.
They just have so many. What, it could rain? They've wanted the rain. They've wanted the snow. They've wanted the heat already this year. Now what? The sauna?
Well, it really doesn't matter. I wanted to see how they were going to incorporate Le'Veon Bell today. Le'Veon looked good. He looked rejuvenated. Those zone plays inside. And the one area where Clyde Edwards-Helaire struggle is kind of in short yardage and goal line. Le'Veon is a specialist at that. And so they incorporated him into their offense, boom, and defensively. That defense is playing better. It was once their Achilles heel. You're seeing Matthew, Sorensen, those guys are making plays. Chris Jones is dominant up front. They got better and better. You add Le'Veon Bell, like this team is getting better, and they're winning in more ways than just Mahomes making the miraculous plays. Notice that. We haven't talked a lot about Patrick making those crazy plays. It's a methodical team effort, and that's dangerous for the NFL.
No, and their offensive line is playing better even despite injuries. Little help coming that they need, little help maybe in the far back. And that, of course, Honey Badger's excellent.
Yes.
But you mentioned the past. Look, since the middle of last year, how do you think they won almost every game but one? Spags' defense better.
Yes.
Offense speaks for itself. And Andy Shield now, well, he went the other way.
It's not fogging. Whatever he has, it's not fogging up anymore.
Meanwhile, Jags Chargers, so you figure out who cares. Actually, this was fun. Justin Herbert throwing at Donald Parham Jr. Look at this, and they lead 16-0.
I'd throw to him more often. He's like 6'9", boom. Just throw it up and let him catch it.
Well, now Minshew, Gardner Minshew to James Robinson. What a play around the pylon. Beautiful.
For a rookie, such awareness. Nice throw, put him in position by Minshew.
16-14 game now. Look out! Daniel Thomas blocks the punt. Oh, he scoops it and scores. You dream about this as a team's player, right? Oh, my goodness, 21-16 Jags. Justin Herbert. And Virgil Green is still around with the ball. One of the last San Diego Chargers? Just about. It's 22-21. It's a touchdown to Chris Conley.
Motivation. They talked about benching Minshew. What a throw. Just a dime, dropping it in the bucket.
29-22 Jags. They make a two-point conversion. Now the rookie Herbert steps up. Jalen Guyton and the dead run. 70 yards. We're tied at 29. It's good action.
Such poise for a rookie. Stepped up in the pocket, boom, and he delivered a dime.
And then D.D. Westbrook. So now in a tie game, he can return it, but you need the ball to do it. It's a fumble. And Troymaine Pope has it for the Chargers playing in L.A. today. Now it's a good call. He wasn't quite down. So the Chargers, Herbert, rolling. Look at the big fella. Nice.
This is where, when having an athletic quarterback pays off, you give him a two-way go on the outside. He can run it. He can pass it. He chose to run it in. Nice play by Herbert.
How tall did you say that receiver was? 6'9"?
Yes.
Herbert's like 7'2". I mean, it seems like that, right? And when he stretches out, he can stretch from the 5-yard line. So the Chargers, they get a win. They're second at the. They had a big lead again, and it was oh no, but they hold on to win it by 10. 39-29, 347, the rushing touchdown, and 3 passing touchdowns. First quarterback to do that. The Chargers since Dan Fouts, 1983. Now we have a serious question to ask. How about them Cowboys?
You didn't sound like you had no energy, Boone.
How about them Cowboys? Riverboat Ron, 4th and goal. The Washington football team, Kyle Allen, quarterback, stopped by the defense of the Cowboys. We haven't said that much this year. Andy Dalton, Landon Collins, strip sack. Whip! To safety. Solo homers by Kendricks and Soto. Washington up 2-0. Now, 2nd and 6, Allen. Play action. Wide open is Logan Thomas. Ron Rivera thought right now, Kyle Allen gives us a better chance to win.
He did, and he played well today.
Antonio Gibson with a touchdown, 9-0. Certainly Dallas would come back, right? Andy Dalton down 9-3. 4th and 1. Rolling. Now has to fire. How about 2nd and 7, their own 48. Washington, that's Allen to Terry McLaurin. You think he's open?
It's happened too often for the Cowboys. Trevon Diggs, rookie. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's squatting on the route, and Terry McLaurin ran right by him.
Washington went for 2, didn't get it. They're up 15-3. Now, Kyle Allen, scrambling, trouble, and miss there. That's a heads-up play with a first down, drive alive. You like that? Allen, I had to. To Thomas, shakes a tackle. We've been saying that a lot this year about Dallas.
Story of the Cowboys season. One of your better players, Jalen Smith, missing a tackle.
22-3. Dalton looking for Zeke Elliott, but bobbled, and Cole Holcomb has the ball. 22-3 at the half. Now Dalton tries to get out, does get out of the end zone and going low. Ejected. Dalton, concussion. John Bostic had to toss him.
Just a dirty play. Bostic, understand that, threw him out of the game. But more importantly for the Cowboys, Coach Mike McCarthy was upset that none of the offensive linemen, nobody on the field, came to stand up for their young quarterback out on the field, Boone.
Well, and then who came in? Ben DiNucci was the next Cowboys quarterback. Not Dion DiMucci, who had Runaround Sue and, the Teenager in Love and lots of hits. But Washington wins 25-3. They're in the middle of the race, as is everybody else in the NFC East. Dallas and Washington, 2-5. But Washington, the only team with a winning record in the division. As we look at Dallas, look, the Arizona, and now Washington, the blowouts. Booger, now what?
They got to go back to the drawing board, and we can continue to blame, point the finger at the coaches. We can point the fingers at the players, but where's the pride? This is America's team. They're worth $5 billion. Jerry Jones is one of the most proud owners in all of sport, but his team right now has no pride. There's no hustle. Where's the fortitude inside to come back and say, we are not going to be embarrassed? They are the laughing stock of the NFL right now. Social media is a buzz every time that defense is on the field. The pride in that locker room has to step up at some point because right now it's not.
Yeah, players, you hear, well, we're not getting good coaching. Whoa.
Exactly, yes.
It's professional football.
Yeah, you get paid too.
Let's go here. Well, some guys earn game balls playing professional football. Who do you like?
Tom Brady for me, Tampa Tom. He was outstanding today, Boone. 4 touchdown passes, another one rushing. But more importantly, how he distributed the football. Gronkowski, Miller, Evans, Godwin, everybody touched the rock a little bit. And dare I say, the Buccaneers offense is going to get better with one Antonio Brown coming.
And I'm going defense, the only undefeated team in the AFC, and that'd be T.J. Watt. Look at him stop Derrick Henry in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's pretty hard. Did I say Derrick Henry in his tracks? And how about a sack in like 2 seconds? You turn 1st and 10 into 2nd and 13 before the other team knows what they're doing. Another note on Pittsburgh. The This is the 5th time that 2 undefeated teams have played Week 7 or beyond. The other 4 times, the winner has at least advanced to the Super Bowl. So if you're a Pittsburgh fan, you like what you just heard. It doesn't guarantee it, but we're here to offer information. That's what we do. So the Steelers are undefeated. We know that. The NFC's undefeated team, Seattle, in action at Arizona. Scott Van Pelt with the highlights. Scotty?
And what a game it was Sunday night, Arizona and Seattle from the rugged NFC West. The highlights, Russell Wilson, Kyler Murray. Back and forth they went. 13-7, looking for Chris Carson. And Wilson's picked by Budda Baker, and he's going to score except DK Metcalf. Remarkable effort from the Seattle wide receiver. Chases down Budda, who ran a 4.45 at the combine. That's just incredible. Budda said on Twitter, he hawked my ass. Yes, he did. That happens. And because the Seahawks defense stiffens, and because Cliff Kingsbury decides to roll the dice, Murray is chased, backs up, flings it up in the air, and that Metcalf effort means that no points are scored as a result of the rare Russell Wilson pick in the red zone. Incredible. 27-17, late third. Murray hangs on to it, gets there himself, so shifty in the open field. Suddenly it's a 3-point game. Midway through the fourth, this time Carroll decides to go for it, heading for that end zone on 4th down. Russell Wilson, Tyler Lockett, an incredible pass. He hit Lockett on a number of remarkable passes. Initially, they said no. They took a look. He's got it. Left foot, right toe drag. That's a touchdown. Lockett had 15 catches, 200 yards. Ensuing Cardinals drive. 1st and goal. Murray finds Christian Kirk. Had that big Monday night performance against the Cowboys, and he had a big one in this Sunday nighter. They get the ball back after stopping Seattle and Chase Edmonds, who's on for an injured Kenyon Drake. Gets it in there close. Look at Larry Fitzgerald, the captain, running the ball to the middle of the field to make sure they can spike it. Cardinals get themselves set, spike it. You see Fitz with the fist pump. They give their guy Zane Gonzalez an opportunity from 44 to tie it up, and he does just that. Let's go, says their head coach. Well, the problem is they lost the coin flip, which means Russell Wilson gets it first, but they're able to stop him. Now they drive and let Gonzalez win it from 41, except you see that zeros are on the clock. Kingsbury had to rush in there and call a timeout, which they did to avoid the 5-yard penalty. So he made the first one. He's missed the second. You give Wilson another chance, and you just know that it's going to cost you, right? Well, 3rd and 14, after a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf got called back because of a hold. And for the 3rd time in the game, Wilson's picked, this one by the rookie Isaiah Simmons out of Clemson. So Gonzalez gets another opportunity from 48, and this one is good. And that means that Pittsburgh is the last unbeaten. Last 2 times that Pittsburgh was a lone unbeaten team, they made it to the Super Bowl. But this Arizona team deserves a ton of credit. They head into their bye at 5-2, a couple of primetime victories on Monday against Dallas, on Sunday night against unbeaten Seattle, and Kyler Murray continues to show out. He was exceptional. Lockett's remarkable night, not enough, and they head home to take on a San Francisco team that, as we saw on Sunday, and Boom will have those highlights coming, there might be a little bit better than that record would indicate.
Here in Los Angeles, and maybe first, the place is gorgeous, right?
Yes.
The place is beautiful. Can't wait for the fans to finally, at some point, get a chance to come in and enjoy this and enjoy a good Rams football. Los Angeles played a really strong game, dare I say, in all 3 phases, right? Don't forget the special teams.
Yeah, I think strong is the operative word. Physical was the word, and that's what Sean McVay wanted them to do tonight. He wanted them to impose their will, and they did just that.
Take a look at some of the pretty pictures from this evening. We started talking about the defenses, Khalil Mack, and of course Aaron Donald, a couple of former Defensive Player of the Year. First quarter, here's Goff in a scoreless game. Finds Josh Reynolds for a 4-yard score. 7-0 Los Angeles. In the second quarter, Bears got on the scoreboard a Cairo Santos 42-yard field goal. And off we were to the second half. Malcolm Brown. So you see some tough, dirty runs up the middle. How about this effort, guys?
Yeah, this was great. And so much to Lewis's point, you know, the physical nature of this offensive line. They were punched in the mouth a week ago against the 49ers and had to respond. They came out and established a physical run game.
And the next play, of course, you give it right back to them. A physical 1-yard touchdown run. Rams had a 17-3 lead, appeared to be on their way. Here's Goff to his tight end, Gerald Everett. Look how easy that was to get into the end zone for 12. 24-3 in favor of Los Angeles. Maybe a bit of a scare in the fourth. Robert Woods fumbles. It's recovered by Eddie Jackson. Don't worry about the flag on the bottom right of your screen there. That would stand up. There's a penalty on the offense, and that's a touchdown. And it's a 2-touchdown game. And then Foles throwing deep. Intercepted by Jalen Ramsey. Foles would be picked off 2 times, and the Rams were on their way to a 24-10 victory. And again, Los Angeles went a ways to sort of showing the rest of the league what they're all about. In Chicago now, you know, they're already asking questions at 5-1, now 5-2. Here come more questions.
Yeah, and certainly we knew that the Bears were struggling offensively coming into the game, and they struggled again tonight. You know, certainly we knew Aaron Donald, they were going to get pressure, but they didn't give up a touchdown, right? The one touchdown was the Eddie Jackson return.
Right. Yeah, I think for Chicago, look, they have problems I don't think are fixable during the regular season. I think this is something that's going to have to be addressed by the front office in the offseason. It's going to have to start with the offensive line, because until they fix that, they're not going to be able to put points up on the board against good defenses.
And we can't agree on anything, but I think we're all in agreement that Johnny Hekker will be the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week.
All right, thanks, guys. And just a thought. Halloween, I know there won't be very many trick-or-treaters with COVID and everything else, but just in case there are a few real local, be careful if you're out driving around. This is their night, the kids, and they're not. Just I know there won't be much, but it's their night, and let them enjoy it safe and sound. Right?
And give big candy bars, not the small.
Yeah, that's what we do on this show. We give big candy bars. For Booger McFarland, I'm Chris Berman. Thanks for watching NFL Primetime. Next week, we get to show you Seattle, San Francisco. We get to show you Pittsburgh, Baltimore. We get to show you